All right. Viewer discretion is advised. I'm feeling a little wild today. I'm glad that I got to complete work with my sanity intact because, to be honest, I have been frothing at the mouth since I did the live this morning, since my friend sent me the clip of, what's his name? Tony Dodge, very Hollywood-ish name. I guess that was the intention. But that's not the focal point here. But it is something that will be visited. I got a little something to say regarding my true feelings about Check It TV. And I found there's a channel out there that I feel anybody that's following or trying to follow everything involving this case, the theories, the conspiracy, the truth, whatever. I did message this channel to kind of ask if we could ever do something together, but I know I'm still a little fish in a giant freaking ocean. I have kind of unofficially left the larger channel that I am on to pursue and focus on this, because I am pulled, I am addicted. This is Conspiracy Anonymous. My name is Eli. Hello. Of course, while I'm at work, I've been chewing on these fucking things since I was 6 years old. While I'm at work, aside from doing a fantastic job and nothing more than that, of course, I had some moments to start putting the crazy to work. And so this is a two-sided page of, well, connections that still stand, probabilities, possible outcomes, and any current, theories that are lingering questions that I still have. But one thing is certain, one thing I cannot take away, no matter where I end up standing at the end of this, whenever the end of this is. Wherever Ryan Upchurch goes, people end up fucking up, slipping up, getting too comfortable, not knowing he's watching very, very vigilantly, and he's just got a knack for letting people, he doesn't even fucking supply the rope, man. People just appear, they got the rope, and they just start as hard as they motherfucking can, and everything just comes to light. And everything that comes to light is what they intend to have kept in their private lives, or they just come out swinging and saying some really strange shit. Like, Suck It TV can fucking suck it, okay? I saw his acceptance speech. That man, aside from his nefarious connections and SF Investigates admitting that they had some sort of connection, and he said he could not reach the authorities, so he calls SF. What the fuck? Bear with me for a moment, and I'm going to open this bad boy up to expose the crazy. I know, that might have been offensive for some, drinking out of the bottle. It's going back in the fridge. I'm a fucking savage. I know the audio is not the best, but here, I just got my voice. Sometimes it's all you need. Okay, which part do I start with here, honestly? And then I have the two clips that I want to show. One that might bother some of the people that are 100% set in their opinion, but I found it interesting. I'm somebody that celebrates discourse. I believe, regardless of how different we are in our opinions, the only thing that can save us at the end of the day, even save this fucking country, is people agreeing to disagree and either, understanding we can't find common ground, but still being able to break bread, and not say, I hate you because you don't think like me. That shit's just, ridiculous, and I hope we can prove to be better than that. So on this side is everything I wrote that is odd or sus, and it's a point-by-point connection from one person to the other. And then on the other side is the videos and reminders, and then something I got about Tony Dodge. So let me just break right in, since I don't want to go right to the tail of the tape yet, so to speak. So, okay, I already kind of spoke about this, and let me at least show you guys what's on my screen so you don't get bored with my animated features here. Let me fuck with this for a moment. Pardon the French. It's strong French. Okay, so SF Investigates still disappeared from the internet. Ryan has a knack for chasing fuckers off the internet. Xanamay, thank you, Ducks. I know you're out there somewhere. I know you're still banned, but she sent me Xanamay's TikTok. And one of the videos, it looks like it might be in fucking Truckee. I am not certain. And since I'm not certain, I don't want to really show it and be like, I think that's what it is. But on one of Creek Squad's discussion panels, they say they found a water scooter, which is meant for going underwater. And I didn't see the picture they saw, but I think I saw that very thing in the TikTok. Maybe I'll be playing that soon. All right, the connections here, all right? We are all trying to understand this. I'm just another mind. I'm not like Russell Crowe, a beautiful mind. I'm not going to solve everything, but by God, I'm going to try. All right, so SF plus Check It TV, obviously connected. And the grandfather is somewhere in there as well, because what was the phone call when the laptop was found? Did it go to the police? Someone in the comments in a prior video, and sorry I don't look at the chat when I start, did tell me that it ended up with the police, but some people are telling me the family has it, and then some people tell me the FBI has it. I hope the FBI has it, but I do think that at this point, this thing's getting so wild, people need answers, because it's just going to get even crazier. So if they want to kind of keep the peace, they should do the right thing, but that doesn't always work. And somebody I trust told me, a usual autopsy report, completion, that usually should take, 48 hours. Don't know if that's accurate. This is third-party information, but I trust my source here. And we have been waiting, what now? Over 4 weeks for a conclusive cause of death. Is it accidental, or was the foul play still suspected? But okay, with the connection here, okay? So SF Investigates, we know, is connected with the family. Because apparently SF takes full credit. He admitted that he brought the father over to AWP. He told the family about AWP. And here's where my theorizing and speculation, crazy brain, conspiracy, tinfoil hat thing begins. With SF and Check It TV, I have formulated a theory. And remember, this is not fair use here. Free speech, speculation. I could be saying this for an act, okay? So don't nail me to the cross. I'm pretty confident that the First Amendment protects me here. But watching how they spoke of one another, I'm just for now convinced that those two individuals somehow, some fucking way, had this organized, that the laptop and some of these items were to be discovered, and that's why SF was so pissed off that AWP fucked up his chain of command notification process. That's the shade he threw at AWP for doing the best thing that anybody could have done in this case, which is find Kylie Rodney's body. And I'm curious if that's still in question, if it's Kylie Rodney or not. So, yeah, I'm convinced, and that's why SF is gone out of the picture, in hiding. Check It, being very brazen. I love how he's all, I did this good deed and all that, and I don't want anything for myself, but here's my wish list, and I want to get all this, that, and the other. Is a whole video about him and his expectations and wants, and what kind of motherfucker that wants to pursue the truth, says he's going to go ahead and copyright claim and or sue anybody that uses his content. Thank you to everybody in the YouTube community that has found ways around that. He's got nothing official on his videos that grants him that fucking protection. So let me shout out Deets on the Streets. They are editing and speeding up a bunch of these videos, and I hope that they allow me to play at least one clip that I have found, which is it's probably the most. To me, it appeared to be Ryan Upchurch being the most uncomfortable being questioned ever, and maybe you guys will understand why. I feel like I understand, but I also was hoping he maybe could have provided a bit more. Let's see if we'll start with the video, we'll go down the list here. Okay, the thing that's bothered me, and thank you again to a friend of mine that got me a source that lives in the area, Truckee, Prosser Creek, or whatever, and sent me some information regarding, the PD normally break up parties that have like 10 to 20 people, and allegedly this is a party of 200. The fact that we do not have any photographs of a party of that nature with teenagers is pretty fucking wild to me. Now, I understand open investigation, minors, they're going to take some precautions, but you mean to tell me that 200 or so teenagers were able to airtight so much secrecy to hide any sort of photographic evidence or videos that are usually typically done this day and age in 2022? That's going to be a huge one to make me understand. This is under my sus list here. The Xanamay Ickmail Ronnie Jones connection, and then I put Tony Dodge under Xanamay because that's where we all met Xanamay, right? Through Tony Dodge on his American Dream Chaser, which has ceremoniously blocked everybody from commenting. I did prophesize that he's going to be the next one that runs off of YouTube. He still got his short videos, and people can leave comments there. I tried to call them while they were live when I woke up at 7:30 in the morning and saw the little panel where he had the whole, fucking gangbang comment right there 6 weeks ago, and I can only report something and let you all know that it is third-party information. It is not clarified. I have not found a receipt. I do not have a citation. All I have right now is hearsay. So please don't run with this one all the way to the bank. Somebody told me that Tony Dodge, the American Dream Chaser host, Mr. So Cordial and Appropriate, it was so annoying how he was treating Ryan and trying to deflect and make it about him. That's the number one tactic that people do when they feel got. Deflection and, you're pretty crazy, man. Everybody thinks you're crazy. Yeah, no, you were the one caught in something that got you pretty fucking, perturbed, uncomfortable, puckered up, if you will. So the timing and the connection sucks. Oh, and yeah, did I say what I meant to? I'm sorry. They said he was in Truckee, in and around that time. So that's a pretty wild bit of information, and it's third-party hearsay. I have no evidence. It's a comment that was left to me. So I can't form a whole conclusion on that. And then, first, let me play a clip, because then it gets a little too deep. It gets a bit deeper, okay? Like, I get into the best and worst outcomes. What happens if things, do go Ryan's way, so to speak? What happens if they don't, and what are the consequences? And I got stuff here for sure. So this one, here's a soundbite, and usually I'm very much against using sound bites because we eliminate context and it can be very dangerous. But this was on the same live that Mr. Dodge, who has now turned off his comments and he ain't live now, apparently he said this, and it's only 5 seconds. So it sounds gross. He's gonna say gross things in 5 seconds or 8 seconds. Sorry. Is this enough to condemn him and go after him? Because I believe that's probably what's happening. Let me prepare this. Oh, God. I think you hear that pretty clearly, but I'm going to do my cheap jerry-rigging here. And do they repeat it, or does he repeat it? So here's him on that same panel, because what more could he do? He wouldn't man up, explain why that message was there in the first place. He had nothing but embarrassment and blood, sweat, and tears, man. So apparently this is something he said.
I'm into pedophilia, man. We're not
it's on loop.
But necrophilia.
I don't want to say that. I'm into Play-Doh and necrophilia? All right, so grain of salt. I'm assuming he's got a dark sense of humor, even though it took a long time for him to break the facade and show the true colors that he's been hiding behind that professional veneer of being so polite and trying to be in control. This theory, I don't know if this is even a theory. I keep thinking, what better way to hide in plain sight and be a fucking creep than to cover true crime in other cases so that you never really have to talk about or focus on yourself. Before I started covering this shit, almost all of my videos, aside from my political rants, are about crazy shit I've been through in my life, okay? I am so proud that I have no stone unturned. I'm a fucking open book, okay? It's a liberating feeling. But fuckers like Tony Dodge, man, you got a secret little life or something, you're gonna slip up and we're gonna see through the cracks. And Ryan, You chipped the fucking egg and broke you wide open, son. I don't think I need to play this clip again, and I need the context, man. It's a gross thing, but...
I'm into pedophilia. Man.
Jesus H. Christ. All right, I don't even want to hear that shit anymore. Shut the fuck up, please. Okay. Just in case you haven't seen, okay, just to show you, every single video of his, comments are turned off. This dude's been doing this shit for a while, man. And our boy Ryan Upchurch comes through and just starts shutting bitches down. And okay, let me not forget the clip that I saved right here. Now this one, out of respect, we don't need the visual. I'm gonna make sure the audio is loud, crisp, and clear. This is the interview. It's somebody named Doug, I believe, and it's on a gentleman's podcast named Dolly. I think you guys are familiar with him, and Ryan Upchurch and he seem to be buddies. But this little interview, it's at Ryan Upchurch leaves. He did, you could call it rage quit, or he just said maybe peace out, I'm out. And it's at no thanks investigates. Sorry, excuse me, still have a sore throat. No thanks investigates appeared to be trying to ask like questions like a journalist, okay, and they were pretty clear, and he seemed pretty lax and comfortable. This is where I was hoping Ryan Upchurch could have handled it differently. You be the judge if you've not seen it yet or heard it, most importantly. I do want to, respect to Deets on the streets. By all means, it's a treasure trove of all this stuff. So here's the audio, all right? Without further ado.
What's up? How you doing, Dolly? Thanks for having me on real quick. Hey, Ryan, what's going on, bro?
How's it going, man?
Hey, first of all, you gave me one of my biggest super chats ever, so I wanted to thank you for that, by the way.
And it is sped up to get to the meat and potatoes quicker.
Number two, what kind of psyop do you think this is? What is going to be one from this if it's some kind of psyop?
That's the Doug.
That the gun control thing comes in with, like, shoot, what's the motive here?
He's saying money.
Is it just a GoFund? Like, $60 grand isn't a lot of money.
I'm staying, bro.
Is it that? So who's getting the payoff at the end of the day?
You're asking a question that I just said that we don't have the answer to that yet.
Okay, I must have missed that. I'm sorry, I was in the background. So I was just I had some notes written down.
That's the same thing. What was what's the gain from this? Money, I guess, would be their motive. But who and how high up does that go? And is
More
this,
people know.
and is this some kind of thing they do all the time? Like, has this been pulled over on the people before? Let's fake this and let's gain all this money.
This to me was one of the most comprehensive, challenging interviews for Ryan Upchurch, and to me, one of the most important. See, while I have an open mind and entertain like chaos theory, all things, anything that can happen will happen, or Murphy's Law, anything that can go wrong will go wrong, I very much hold that close to my heart. But I also have a very analytical, trying to stick to the facts kind of mind, the scientific method, if you will, a consensus. So, yeah, this was the perfect debate for me, and I wish it ended a little differently, and I will shut the fuck up for now.
Been accused.
But what other things? Like, are we talking about missing people? Has it all been about missing people, and that this is how it's always been? Or are you talking about other kind of things that lead into this? What made you think that this is such a? Because we all know there's something foul about this case, right? Like she didn't end up in the water.
Chat claims it's $150,000, which apparently is not true. That means I've been lied to. People that are feeding any false information thinking they're helping, you're not. Please at least check for some citation or source. Please. I don't want to say something wrong.
40-year-old guy that just disappeared. They started talking about a 40-year-old that was at the party and older guys, and they were bringing the drugs in. But it seems like that guy disappeared. Is there a chance that she did sleep in her car? Some guy tried to take advantage of her, or did, and then essays and then kills her and sticks her in the back and then puts her car.
Go ahead.
Zero chance? You don't think that? Because Sammy said that, I thought she was going to sleep there and possibly, she's smart enough not to drive.
Nah, we're already way past that, bro. We're past that.
So I'm just curious. Okay, so what would be the point of staging this then? Why would Kylie? Why would they use Kylie as someone that you think doesn't exist? Because I've seen proof that she exists.
Where?
Well, there's stuff that's been taken down due to that she's 16 and there's an active investigation. So stuff is actually pulled down, like Facebooks and social medias and things of that nature.
30 minutes ago when I got off YouTube.
I'm sorry, what was that, bro?
That just happened 30 minutes ago when I released my video.
Yeah, I just watched your video now. Again.
This was September 4th, by the way, so a little context. And to Ryan's credit, I'm not trying to defend him. I think even Dolly, the host, does kind of pile on our questioner, Doug, a bit, which didn't lead to a very fair back and forth. But To his credit, I don't know what the fuck I was gonna say. Let it play and I'll remember. I have a Biden moment.
Yes, I don't want to be repetitive because I might have missed some of this and I don't want to piss you guys
Are
off.
you wearing glasses?
Me? No, bro. I'm right here. I just didn't want to turn my light on because
Okay.
it's blue. It's blue, and I didn't want you to think it was purple. So I
Ryan does not like that joke, and that's the beginning of the end.
was like, I was gonna leave my camera off.
Hey, see, this is the problem right here, bro. Like, if I gotta leave so you can talk to him, Dolly, it's totally cool. But I can't talk to somebody who is gonna sit here and make jokes about lights when police.
Oh, I'm sorry. The context, September 4th, this was, to Ryan's credit, is that he had access to Kylie Rodney's, we all did, Kylie Rodney's Instagram at this time or before this day was open, and then it was made private after, well, our boy Ryan Upchurch began shining a big old light on all of this. Then it was privatized. So Doug got it wrong on that one part. But everything else, minor social medias were taken down by, I guess, police or FBI order. I don't know, but he is right. They were all taken down. Sorry, I forget things.
No. I'm being honest because the last video I saw, and that's the only I don't have my remote near me, and that's why my camera's off, bro. I'm not trying to be funny about lights at all.
No. I'm not saying you're being funny about the camera.
Yeah.
I'm saying you're doing the same thing that a lot of people do. They're like, haha,
No. I'm actually not, bro.
Are you gonna be convinced or not?
Yeah, you go ahead. I'm
Okay.
not.
Look up gangs. Gangs have colors. Look up lights. Traffic lights. Red means stop. Green means go. Yellow means caution. People use lights to talk to each other without having to talk to each other. That's how they get the shit done.
Oh, I didn't know how that was. Okay, so I didn't know that's what you were referring to. I never understood about the lights, to be honest with you.
Yeah, I caught the light thing. That's why I said something about to do with the purple light. I mean, I agree that some people, these traffickers and these people that are into this child pornography and things like that, they do have certain things that they use to identify with each other, so they know another creepo when they see another creepo.
I honestly wasn't trying to disrespect. I had no clue about the light thing, or that's what you guys were referring to.
Oh, you're good, bro. You're just fierce, bro. I'm sorry, Dolly.
No, you're right. No, you're good, bro.
No, I was just trying to explain it to them because there's these sicko people. They use certain things so they know other sickos know how to find each other and who they can
Symbology. We've learned this shit through Epstein, Podesta, and all that.
associate with. Birds of the same feather flock together, kind of thing.
100%. Yeah, I didn't get that. I guess I understand because I've done boots on the ground. We've dealt with like ice cream truck references and then cupcake references. I never really explored the light thing.
Another turn for the worse for the conversation for nothing.
I'm sorry. Go ahead.
What branch was you in?
Branch?
Yeah.
For what?
You were boots on the ground. Don't you mean military?
Yeah, I was talking for searching. I'm talking about no. My dad was military. My dad actually is a civil vice commander for the military or Purple Hearts, but I wasn't. I meant for other cases. I've been actually searching with my feet on the ground, boots on the ground. I guess they call it, or feet on the floor, or whatever you want to say.
You better learn how to spot bullshit a little better. You're gonna be doing that.
About what?
I don't know. You tell me.
No. No.
That seemed like an absolutely needless turn of events for this to go negative. Misunderstanding part 3 in the same conversation. Very disappointing because these two could have had a fantastic, revealing conversation for all of us to understand things just a bit better. And for the motive, I think at this point, September 4th, Ryan Upchurch says we don't know. The theory is I think racketeering through GoFundMe.
I was just confused because I didn't understand about the lights thing. That's all I was referencing. Why would Xanamay? Where does she?
Take a deep breath. Go. Hold it for 4.
I don't take a deep breath like that. I take a bong rip. But no, to be honest with you, like, so
it was about bong rips.
You know what I wanted to mention to you about Xanamay is because one thing you did point out about her that I was questioning because she started talking on that All American Dream Chasers panel about the Gabby Petito case.
The Staples guy. Who did? Xanamay did?
Xanamay did, and she was like talking about how she was covering it and things that she was like saying that's similar. And I was like, she never did that because I covered that, and I know all the people that covered it. And Dolly, I know, and I know all the people that did. And Dolly, can you remember Xanamay ever covering that case?
No. Okay.
Hey, I got to get off here because this guy is actually a risk to being
Hey, bro, I'll take off. No, I'll take off, bro.
That's
I
it.
don't know what I did wrong there.
I don't know.
I just had.
But it continues.
I
But
never
that's
heard-
it.
I never heard her cover anything on the Gabby Petito stuff.
She said that on she was talking about similarities in the Gabby Petito case and what she was dealing with during that case. She was talking about it when she was a guest. I think Ryan actually came on and was on that panel with her, and there was no disrespect to Ryan. I don't know if he's mad at me or whatever, but like I was just asking the questions that I had written down. I'm just trying to figure out where she would fit into this and come into this because she did say something while he was on panel that did catch it. Something that I felt because I know that like you covered it, and I know we all covered it. Whoever covered the Gabby Petito down in Molly Gillette, everybody we know in the true crime community who covered it.
Yeah.
And I never saw Xanamay on any panels,
I didn't either. But where are you going with it? Like.
Well, which is why Xanamay's appearance became all the stranger. That she goes from just, Ukrainian fluff piece. She pulled a Jason Bourne and went and saved her family and brought him back to the States. in one fucking day, apparently. That's all on her channel. That's back up. Feel free to watch it. She's starting to copyright her shit, so you can't fucking use it. But yeah, you know, and right from that to, hey, Kylie Rodney's case. And I'm at the scene of the crime the night of and the day after. Or, a few days after the search begins. On my fucking kayak with possibly a fucking water scooter.
No, well, I saw in his video that he was saying that Molly Golightly and Justin has something to do with the Gabby Petito disappearance or something. Is that somebody texted me? I must have, if I'm messing this up.
No, he said that all this is connected to the Gabby Petito situation, that it's all similar. And the players are the same. He was referencing something of that nature, that maybe that event didn't take place. And there's people that run interference and things of that nature. That's so when you get.
What is he discrediting the fact that she was choked to death, or what are we discrediting that didn't take place there? Because some sick motherfucker choked some girl to death.
I don't know.
That's the facts.
He's not here to say what he said. He was just referencing something. So I don't want to speak for him because I'm not Ryan Upchurch.
Yeah,
I can't speak for a grown-ass man.
I was literally reading some of these questions that I had written down. I was trying to make sense of things as the talking was going on. And I didn't mean to bother the back chat. I really only wanted to find out. My only question I really wanted to find out, like, what would be if this was a psyop or something. I get how do we prove that we landed in space? All the pictures are gone. We haven't gone back since.
I can give you the answer.
I'd love to see opinions on this fella Doug. I don't know anything about him. And some people I'm seeing the chat, swing by real quick. People are saying, that he roasted Ryan, and some people are like, hey, Dolly, hang up on him. We need to fucking champion Discourse, man. The division serves nothing because then we're all going to fucking get button-lipped. Nothing will get solved. And we'll always rely on the fucking powers that be to siphon and regurgitate information. I don't know about you. I'm fucking done and tired of the mainstream outlet and media. This is why we have a beautiful thing here with YouTube, as long as we follow the fucking rules and don't get 3 strikes. I already got 1. This is our only outlet to celebrate our free speech. I said that funny. But I don't want to lose it, and I hate seeing the division that these theories and these cases have caused. We should truly just seek to understand and find the truth. Let all the bullshit roll off your shoulders.
Answer that you were asking him, because he told me, because I pretty much asked him the same question. What is the motivation behind this? Why would somebody do this? But is money financial gain? And you're like, well, 60,000 ain't much. But if you have that GoFundMe and 15 different accounts, these names.
But there's only one GoFundMe. There's only one GoFundMe that I found. I can't find any more. And
I also looked. There's only one.
It's like a little over 60. Is that worth killing someone over 60 grand?
But I mean, they always got.
And then it can Mel.
Some people would say yes.
Who gives $500?
I don't think
to it. Like. That made it suspicious to people because Mel donated. Am I confused? I donated to the Gabby Petito Foundation. Am I sus for killing her now?
Y'all must have more money than me. That's what I found out. You got all that money, Doug.
Yeah, no.
What I'm saying though is, look, he's looking at it from a conspiracy angle. We're looking at it from a true crime angle.
And you're good at that. You used to be into that stuff, right?
I know. That's how I can go down the hole with them.
You can mix these two things together.
You know what I'm saying? I can go down the hole with them because there is corruption in this world, and sometimes it's bigger than what you can see.
I just want to know what the psyop would have been, or what's the point? I get gun control with school shootings and all this other stuff that's possibility. The borderline shooting out here, the country bar in Thousand Oaks. I get like the whole kind of thing that goes on with the conspiracies. And
I can see this. The Dolly character does not look very comfortable right now.
And
it's almost done.
I never thought that a conspiracy or some psyop would come through a missing person. I get it through like gun control and whatever else. I was just trying to figure out from him I get the money part, but what's the ultimate goal? What's the win here? $600,000, 60, or whatever, 6 million. Like, who's getting this money and where's it really actually going? If we can't find these other things, that's all I was asking.
Oh wow, the chat has absolutely turned against Doug at this point. Nope. There's a few people that are just there to hate on Ryan.
But yeah, if you add that on top of a million other GoFundMe schemes that people could be
where are they though?
I don't know. I'm just saying, then it become millions and millions of dollars.
No, I'm not talking about. I'm just talking about Kylie Rodney. Where's the other 10 or 10? How do we times it by 10?
I think this girl was in the car, Doug.
That's her. Somebody did something bad to her.
Let's not get confused. I will go down the conspiracy hole, but right now I'm treating this as that girl's in that car. And
it was really Kylie Rodney. It was really, that's a real girl.
Yeah.
That's a real family that's hurting.
Yeah.
And I'm sorry, Ryan, if you got off because of me, but I'll tell you right now, in your video, those people aren't the same people. They're not.
So we'll find out. I mean, it's all going to play out. But look, Doug, I appreciate you coming up.
Hey, I'm sorry if I hurt the interview or some people pissed off.
It's fine. People going to have different opinions and things. It happens. It's all chill here.
I just didn't know what the whole play out was with the psyop. I just couldn't figure.
So, hold on. So in a nutshell, okay, like, what is the consensus? Like, what do you all think there regarding the back and forth that Ryan and Doug were able to have? Did it persuade anybody or make anybody question anything, go one way or the other? Or are we just, our feet planted firmly on the ground of where we stand and we refuse to move? We have to be a little malleable with information. Even if we get pressed on our own stance, we have to stand firm, okay, and sometimes be receptive to maybe being wrong on some things, not all things. And that's all I ever ask for. Despite all of this stuff that's going on, all this chaos, behind it all, getting through it, I hope we all want the same fucking thing. And it's not to see the guy we're rooting for win or be right, but it's that we all, as the American people, see the fucking truth, because we deserve that. We've been through enough shit as of late in this country, and I will not get started on the ways, because that's how I get strikes when I go off about our fucking government. Give me a moment real quick. I get so worked up. It's hilarious. So the best and worst outcomes. Okay? Best and worst case outcomes. So let's say, hypothetically, Ryan proves what exactly and what does it mean really. So this is be like Ryan comes out on the win. He has helped expose a bunch of shady fucking cats for being just that shady as fuck. Okay? And what that could mean down the line, we can't know. We cannot pretend to know the future. And I was not fully aware, but I've heard it said before from the same sources, Ryan and company and the team, Creek Squad, there's some connection with the Gabby Petito case. Well, I guess you could see some similarities. I mean, that's absolutely, definitely a separate case in Florida, where I'm at, and I'm okay with providing that information. So yeah, I just if there is a consensus or a theory about there being some sort of connection, please share it with me, because nothing more that I want in this world right now is to simply just understand. The truth is, I understand is usually challenging to get to, but the fight to get it is always fucking worth it. The truth is what helps me sleep at night. Okay, and now the worst outcome. All right, and I assume like this is, you know, the fans of Ryan's, I assume that this is what you would imagine being the worst outcome. I'm a fan of Ryan. I love the way he thinks. I like his music. I haven't heard enough of it, to be honest. I loved how he fucking handled the Nicole Arbor situation. I am a fan. I'm not Creek Squad or anything, but, you know, I like the guy and I like his conviction and passion. But you have to entertain possibilities here, right? So, worst possible outcome if he's wrong about more than he's right. Irreversible damage to the family and friends. Is it possible that Ryan could in fact possibly catch a case similar to, I'm not comparing him to Alex Jones, but defamation, slander? Could he get a gag order? Could he get sued? And, you know, I only bring that up because I remember when he was dealing with people throwing Alex Jones' name in the fucking comments. And where I stand firmly regarding all this, all the hypothetical and the theories, I do believe Kylie Rodney is a real person. There is while it's not a lot, there is enough to form that consensus. If I am in a minority here, you know, please let me know. I need to know feedback from anybody and everybody that's willing. Remember, I don't care how I fucking end up looking. I just want the fucking truth. All right, and this channel, this endeavor, this journey, it's the person that's in front of the camera. We don't mean fuck all, okay? We're just the ones that are using or utilizing our voice. The people that are helping support, who's sitting in the fucking chair, you all matter. And please, of course, you know, feel free to subscribe if you feel I deserve that much. What do I have on the back here? I think these were just my cliff notes. Ryan Upchurch confronted on Dolly. He did not like being challenged or questioned, or maybe he just thought the guy was a fucking asshole. Did you think he was a fucking asshole? And Ryan doesn't have, or at that point, I don't know where he's at now. What is the conclusion on the motive? If we can really figure out if it's the GoFundMe racketeering. I looked into the GoFundMe statistics. They completely destroyed the charity wing of GoFundMe, but you know, it's still obviously utilized for other causes and such. And it's still a very present thing. But we do have a lot of examples of cases, some that I mentioned in 2 videos prior, where people get caught and you face prison time, man. All that money gets returned to every single donator, and it's a huge risk to play a fucking game like that. And if I remember correctly, Ryan Creek Squad and company were saying how this is where he did a hypothetical, so I'm not trying to do him any injustice here. He was trying to explain, remember the Casey Anthony case, and they only found, remains of the child? So imagine if you commit one murder and you just, start what? I guess planting other body parts and inventing people. So this is a wild claim. Remember, the burden of proof will always be, it will be dependent upon the person that makes the claim. It's not going to be the family that's going to come out and prove to us that Kiely Rodni existed. That's not the way the information is going to be served. It never has been. And, okay, so this one, I'm a little nervous to even say out loud, okay? But fuck it, man. I got the platform. Tony Dodge, okay? Not a popular guy right now. Fuck, I didn't like him. I don't like him. But I do ask this, and I have to do my homework, my due diligence. I owe it to you all. I owe it to myself. Was that comment that we saw, the gangbang comment, I mean, the timing and the third-party information that I don't know is completely true. It's out there, okay? I was told he was in Truckee. I don't know that that's true. The 6 weeks ago, that's about when the timing of the case was, but I can't make any accusation. Not if I want to keep a fucking channel. Do you feel that his behavior and the comment was enough to essentially cancel him? I don't know if the term harass him is a accurate statement. I mean, but yeah, I mean, essentially he must have turned off those comments. I remember this morning when I got online and they were still live, 6 hours on that fucking panel. When I tried to call, inbox was full, and they were dealing with some people that were trolling and calling, saying some pretty god-awful things, even joking about doing something to Kiely Rodni, which was absolutely just completely inappropriate. Feel free to check that out. Let's see if he goes live tonight, and if he does, I'm going to be the first one to call, and I noticed there's an open StreamYard link. I'm going to jump right in that bitch, because I got a few things I want to say to the individual. So, I mean, yeah, with that, I mean, the optics, they look bad. He's a true crime guy that looks for people missing, and then we find him, like, you know, saying shit like that. People's sex lives and whatever gets them off. I mean, gangbang, I don't know. It all looks fucking terrible, but so say you all. What is to be done? Is he to be run off and canceled? I don't know. Not liking someone is not always just enough. It's never really enough to take something away from someone in terms of their means to make a living. But hey, if we can make an accurate connection and or consensus that he is somehow, some way, just a complete fucking creep, asshole, and involved, fuck him, okay? Throw him to the wolves, I say. And all these characters, Ickmail, Ronnie Jones, SF Investigates, fuck them, Suck It, Fuck It TV, all these assholes, okay? There's so many assholes. Thank you to Ryan Upchurch. We wouldn't know that these people hiding in plain sight were these scumbags. And Xanamay is the most sus to me from day one to current. And I can't reverse that. I cannot undo what she has done for herself, for all of us to see. Before our eyes, she crumbled. On Ryan Upchurch's page, he has this video. I mean, he really does think out of the box. She drunk tells on herself, drunk snitches. Let me pull it up if you've not seen it. I assume everybody here has, but I mean, I don't know. I'll just show the end, because if Ryan Upchurch is right, Xanamay's story about taking a fucking tumble doesn't hold water. Okay, and the bruising, and he's got a fucking point. But I know my friends, they don't like his opinions. They don't like when I agree with his opinions. But I can't afford to give a fuck, because I'm true to me. Okay, I don't lie to myself, therefore I don't lie to other people. So this one, is it a reach? You tell me.
I got tumbled. So I was going down the hill.
Hold on.
And I was trying to record it, but then as soon as I pulled my phone out, I stepped in the wrong direction. So I was like, tumbled down and it.
So she froze goddamn time and was like, wait, I should pull my phone out in the middle of this fall that I'm falling and film it.
But when she went to grab her phone, she stepped the wrong way and rolled down the hill.
Thank you, Jamie.
What?
I mean, are you trying to record yourself fucking rolling down the hill? I'm confused. What are you?
And before I let it ride and add my commentary, I just wanted to say thank you, Jamie and Cindy and Lori from Global News Network. Please, if you're paying a visit, this is just the beginning of this channel. I have officially left the larger channel that's monetized, so I may seek out this journey and see it to its end. And I've got so much more. I've been studying human trafficking, cover-ups, scandals, conspiracies, and this is the stuff I've really been wanting to talk about. So please, if you're here, the last time I looked at analytics, 83% visit. Please feel free and dare to hit the like, or most importantly, hit the sub. But again, only if you feel I've earned it. Now, fuck my pandering. Let's get right to it again.
You recording, you dumb fuck.
Yeah.
She said she got tumbled.
Yeah. Oh.
Like
oh,
somebody pushed her.
This is me. I got tumbled.
I don't fully agree, but it gets deeper.
I was going down the hill, and I was trying to record it. I broke my charger because my charger was like plugged into my phone, and my charger like went sideways.
Where the fuck did your charger come?
All right, so at first I was like, good point, Ryan Upchurch, and then I'm like, wait, there are portable chargers. Still, I mean, it just makes the story with the most suspect bitch possible more elaborate, but okay, her explanation of the tumble does get more and more fucking intricate, complex.
From. Are you in a vehicle, shithead? Hear what she's saying? She got tumbled down a hill. And during the tumble down the hill, she tries to pull the phone out, but the phone charger broke. She's explaining how the car got into the water.
Holy shit.
I'm going to point out where I agree and where I disagree.
So I was going down the hill.
Watch your hand movements. Yeah. Tumbling is not this, bro.
The hand movements, that's not the part that sticks with me. He, thinking out of the box, though, did get me at the end.
I got tumbled. So I was going down the hill, and I was trying to...
I get a headache every time I see her and hear her.
...record it, but then, like, as soon as I pulled my phone out, I stepped in the wrong direction, so I was like, oh, like stuff.
It's the longest fall I've ever heard of.
And everything, and like I broke my charger because my charger was like plugged into my phone, and my charger like went sideways, and I got all bruised up, and I like held hazmat, so like I had to like hold my phone.
Hazmat? Oh, look at the face that's fucking frozen on Tony Dodge. Fucking Jesus, I want to backhand him. But I don't know if I can condemn him. She is explaining, Hazmat is the name of the dog, I believe, and she's taking a tumble while trying to keep her charger connected and holding her dog while trying to film her mid-tumble. Now the story's slipping, and then Ryan Upchurch proposes something that at first I'm like, huge reach, no fucking way, crazy talk, and then I'm like, damn it, he's right. If you think about it, if she was exiting a moving vehicle.
So he went down with you too.
Yeah.
Okay, listen.
This is why I respect him.
If she tumbled down a hill, if she was driving in a vehicle, then it makes sense what she's saying. But this is not walking. What is this? This is driving. She's drunk, telling on herself.
So like I had to like hold hazmat at the same time as we're like sliding down the hill. So I'm like, oh yeah, like I got some.
Where's the scrapes? And exactly what Power Stroke said. Record what?
So there's no footage of that.
Her job for mine any day.
But I did not find a car. I just wanted to show you how steep it was.
What?
I'm writing this in my book.
I didn't find
always go back and look at the beginning.
That's kind of detective work 101. Like, he's got a knack for it. You know, I'll admit it. But remember, at this point when I was first watching it, I was not having it. But at the very end, again, I'm like, okay, fuck, man, I'll entertain it possibly here.
Yeah.
As soon as I pulled my phone out, I stepped in the wrong direction, so I was like, oh, like stuff, like tumbled down and everything. And like I broke my charger because my charger was like plugged into my phone, and my charger like went sideways, and I got all bruised up, and I like held hazmat, so like I had to like hold my phone.
So he went down
hold
with you too.
hazmat. Yeah, so like I had to like hold my hazmat at the same time as we're like sliding down a hill. So I'm like, oh yeah, like I got some
No scrapes, just bruises.
bruises to show. I got all bruised up from the
sliding or tumbling down a hill. I understand this could be a reach, and some of my most respected friends may want to just smack me in the fucking face right now. But it ain't over.
From the Truckee.
Got bruised up from the Truckee.
I got all bruised up.
English ain't her first language, so that's not a huge one to me.
From the from the Truckee.
Bruised up from the Truckee. And then in the other one, she says, I don't know where the Kylie is. All right. If I'm in a car and I'm about to jump out and let this motherfucker go into the water, right? If I'm going to tumble, you tumble with your dominant hand. In MMA, when you're stretching and stuff, you roll, you do your rolls, right? If she was in the driver's seat, was in the car, like it sounds like she was in the car, and you jump out and you hit the ground, and you know you're going to hit the ground, you hit the ground, and you tumble.
I know that to most of my close friends that they're probably laughing in their fucking seats right now, but I'm bearing in mind, military trained individual here, and hypothetically entertaining the fact that I'm just saying, like, we can't rule out possibilities, and I cannot concern myself with what my most respected friends think. I just can't. I have to be my fucking self. It's plausible. It's fucking plausible, okay? Taking a direct fucking hit on the fucking shoulder, tumbling, and the story of the tumble made no fucking sense, okay? Going down, I'm holding my dog, I'm holding my charger, holding my phone, I thought of recording it while I'm falling down. Holy fuck, man. What did she do? Fucking slow time down and just... Did she trip into the Matrix?
Look at where her bruises are, bro.
I got all bruised up from the from the Truckee.
This shit is driving me fucking crazy. Now, I'll leave off finally. I don't know if I intended to go longer tonight. Long day at work, blah, 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 woe is me. Tonight, I am going to do a lot of homework. I'm going to try to amass as much information as I possibly can using every fucking advantage I have, every source, every link. I'm going to do a deep dive and do my due diligence. And if I haven't made it clear, by the way, suck it, fuck it, TV. Okay, you bunch of... You're just so sincerely full of shit. Anything that you did that was good or positive or pure... all washed right away when you showed just who the fuck you are, which is somebody that wants to be important. Like, oh, I don't want anything for myself, but here's my fucking wish list. I'm going to get this and that and the other equipment, and feel free to help me out. Fuck you, fuck off. That aside, though, I do hope that regardless of all of our very divisive opinions, philosophies, theories, that we keep that one fucking shining goal in mind, which is that we want to all hit the finish line. We don't want to see people we care about get hurt, okay? And if we find out that we're wrong on any of our speculations and theories, that we have the integrity to fucking admit that we were wrong. That's a problem I just notice every fucking day in this country. And it's not a mutually exclusive thing in this country, but we are so divided. And if you want to get my tinfoil hat on, yes, I do believe that's absolutely the plan with a two-party system. Divide and conquer, Sun Tzu. They play political theater and laugh all the way to the bank. So yes, I strive for unity. Celebrate the things that unify us. Understand the things that are meant to divide us. And let that bring us closer together to have discourse. We need to keep the conversations alive. Don't just dip and write somebody off. Hear them out and then share what you feel. And if we can somehow reach that again, we maybe one day might be deserving of the truth yet again. And I hope to see that fucking day. I really do. I'm getting too old for the sleepless nights and the anxiety of thinking that everything is fucking nefarious and that our systems that we're indoctrinated to believe help us search for our children, like the fucking Truckee PD, 20,000 man hours, all that searching. They tell AWP, yeah, don't look in this one area, and they find her within an hour. Yeah, I don't know. I'm not a big fan of how our tax dollars apparently get allocated and spent, and the budgets of some of these places. We have questions. We all do. That makes us human. Be a natural skeptic. Please feel free to send me feedback, concepts, articles, citations, links. I have an email, progressivepatriot, just as it's spelled, at progressivepatriot44@gmail.com. Send me anything. I'll keep it discreet if you wish. You have my word. Until then, I say a good night to you all, and thank you for being on this journey with me. Please, fuck the likes, man. Feel free to subscribe. This is just the beginning for me.